Hey fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. There's a sister in Billings, Montana. Just let these two cops know you just cannot roll up into my house and do whatever it is that you want to do. We showed the video yesterday, and so I want to show it again before I bring her on. And so this video has gone viral. It has, last I saw, about 2.5 to 3 million views just on Twitter alone. And so check this out.
He can't do that. Thank you for recording, because he can't. You cannot come in my home. I did not give him permission.
You did not. He was.
Thank you. So no, it's an altercation.
There was no altercation.
I don't give a damn what you heard. I don't give a damn what you heard. You understand what I'm saying? No, because this is my home and this is my property, and I'm telling you to leave my home. Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Or step outside.
There was no disturbance here.
There wasn't.
All right, folks, so then there were 2 videos that were shot. That was the first video, okay? This was the second video that was shot by somebody else from a different position in the apartment.
He heard us talking loud because I'm a loud ass bitch. That's why. That's why. I asked you to leave my home now. Excuse me. Thank you.
Sorry, there's not a problem going on. I don't see why you
First of all,
stepping
you
in.
can't just walk in my
No,
home.
Yeah.
I understand what you say. You got
I know my law.
basically, but we
Kevin,
gotta argue with
this
that.
man is not. He's nobody.
He is talking
I don't
as a
know.
responsible adult.
I'm talking as the person who runs this house. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about what you talk about.
Angela.
Shut the fuck up. Now. You shut up. I don't care what he's talking about. This is my house. I pay these bills. You crazy? I your head coming up in my house? You must be crazy coming up in here.
Sorry,
Talking about you heard something. You heard me talking. I talk loud and I'm aggressive. And guess what? You did not knock on my door. There's no weapons here. There's nothing going on here. And you are violating my rights, sweetheart.
Right.
Now, tell me that I'm fucking wrong. You can't, because I'm not wrong. You're violating my rights. You do not come up. Shut up! Shut your mouth! You do not come up in my house. You do not come in my home without my permission. Period.
When I get called,
I don't care what you got.
Hey, I don't care.
I don't care what you got. Because guess what? If I had just came in the house and smoking a cigarette, this door would have been closed and your ass would have had to knock. You do not fucking come in my house without my permission. With your white ass, and I'm black, and I'm scared of you. So guess I don't care.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
That's why you're screaming.
I'm screaming because
so
I'm screaming because you're in my space. This is my home. This is where my kids live. How I know you wasn't coming up in here with a fucking gun? Black people killer? How do I know that? I don't. So guess what? I'm aggressive. I'm being hostile, like you guys call us, because you done came up in my home. Go get my leash from downstairs now. Like I don't know my rights. Stop playing. You got the wrong black girl on the right day, baby. What do you want? What do you want?
There's no problem.
What did I say?
There's no problem.
I got this. I got this one.
No,
What do you have? What do you want?
You guys can just walk out because there's no problem.
What do you want?
That man is the intelligent one in this house.
What do you want? Guess what? You about to walk out my home though, because I know my rights.
Yeah,
Bye.
No,
This is
because
her-
Bye.
Because he's
Goodbye. Goodbye. Shut your ass up, Kevin.
nothing.
Do what I told you to do. Goodbye. I know my rights.
All right.
They cannot walk in my home.
Alright,
Because if this door was closed, they would have had to knock. Don't
Knock.
ever do that again. Thank you. I don't give a fuck. I know my rights.
All right, we're trying to get Angela Whitehead on the phone, but I want to go to my panel here. Greg, I want to start with you. We showed you the previous story, okay? Plainclothes cop walks up to this sister. She's got 4 kids in the car. They start firing. 3 struck in the head. We think about the story out of Florida where the cop was convicted. Black man, side of the road, 2 o'clock in the morning. Here he is playing in the church band. Cop, unmarked car, rolls up on the guy. Brother ends up dead. Cop lied, left and right. The reality is, I don't care who you are. If you're black, and when a cop pulls up in your rearview mirror, your reaction is not the same as white people.
It's not.
I remember a story that we did where there was a brother who was doing a survey, and he had multiple cameras around his car. And the cop walks up, and gun is already unholstered, hands on his weapon. And the brother's going, "Why is your hand on your weapon?" And what he did not know is that the brother with his particular car had like 6 cameras on the car. And so he had all these different views. Black folks, our encounters with cops lead to death a lot faster than white folks.
Absolutely. I mean, as we were watching that, we were talking, and I know Cleo got something to say about this, Dr. Monago. As a black man, you know, every time you see those cops, man, and these guys in Montana were hunting. They were hunting. Clearly, they either traced that license plate or whatever, and they decided they're going to go after this, and they're going to empty this clip. But the point is, as you said, and there's a playbook.
No, not Montana. That was Hugo, Oklahoma.
I mean, Oklahoma.
Right.
Oklahoma.
This was in Montana.
This was Montana, okay. But thank you, the Oklahoma case. But you know, there seems to be a playbook now. Go plain clothes, be aggressive, and get ready to empty your clip. Even when you announce yourself, Sandra Bland, Philando Castile, whip your weapon out. But as a black man, I'm looking at this, and she told that dude a couple of times, "You back up, you back up. I know my rights." I'm thinking, we got to survive this. And that conflict in my spirit leads me finally to this. We just talked about the Second Amendment. What will be the day in this country when we fully embrace that Second Amendment? When a cop knocks on the door, you see a rearview mirror, you unholster your gun. Like, boom. I'm not even about to have a conversation with a cop. I'm not saying that I would do that. My generation may not, but there's a coming generation that may embrace that Second Amendment so fully that they revoke it.
Cleo, you had the brother Kevin who was in the apartment. He was, and the cop says to her, she wasn't paying the bills here, that essentially he was the smart one in this household because he was trying to calm the situation. And the problem for
Who said he was the smart one?
No, the cop did.
Oh, okay.
No, the cop literally says to her face, you know, he's the smart one in this house.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. And the thing is, we have to always be calm. I mean, I can show you some videos of white folks losing it.
Come on.
But we have to always be calm because we're trained, look, make it home alive, whatever the hell. But when you black, you pissed off, and you ain't trying to be calm when you know it's wrong, like Sandra Bland, who knew she was pulled over for the wrong reason.
That's right.
She knew it was wrong, was recording the video, and the cop threw her in jail, and she ends up dying in jail.
Well, I was thinking about Sandra Bland, but I have a nuanced perspective of this. When she was telling the male to be quiet, the male has another experience than what she has. It reminded me of when that young man in Baltimore was protesting and his mother started beating him.
Yeah.
Right.
And telling him to shut up and scolded him, and then Oprah called her, of course, and praised her for that. And I feel like this young brother was fighting against somebody who was his prototype, another young male having been murdered and resisting and being punished publicly for that. So I understood the sister standing her ground and being upset about what happened, but a lot of thoughts happened. For example, if it wasn't filmed, she might have been killed.
My goodness.
You know, because I believe that's what happened to Trayvon. I think Trayvon was being followed, like, what the?
That's right.
What are you doing?
That's exactly what happened.
And why you following me? And then he tried to walk away and get away. And then the guy kept calling, and he's like, what? You know, what's going on here? And he wound up dead.
Right.
So this is a mixed situation that is saved by the videotape in this instance, even though they had the power to get rid of everything they felt like, but they backed up. Maybe she was so intimidating, they decided not to do anything beyond what they were doing. But I hadn't heard about the part about that's the smart one.
Hey, guys, just here. No, I want y'all to do that because somebody on YouTube said I didn't hear either. I want y'all to play it in the control room. I want you to find that spot, and it's probably towards the end. And you'll hear the police officer literally say that he is the smart one in this place. So y'all, please cue that up for me and let me know when it's ready, Malik.
And that was an uncomfortable thing for me to watch, particularly because I think of the many conversations that we have with our black men, black boys about how to engage with police.
Yes.
Fortunately, she made it out alive. But there are many instances where we don't make it out alive. So again, it was very uncomfortable for me to watch. She stood her ground, Definitely.
It wasn't uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, well, it was uncomfortable.
Oh, I was
thing
happy
to
as
me.
hell to see this
Oh, no,
sister
sure.
cuss them out and let them know this is my damn apartment.
Yeah,
You can't just walk up in my apartment, and their rationale was they heard something.
Yeah. No, she seemed. I don't know how.
And here's how I understand. Even if the door is open,
Yeah.
if you a cop,
You have to be invited in. Yeah.
hello,
We
police here.
Yeah, we know all
You
of
just
that.
don't walk in the damn apartment.
But my point is that that's an uncomfortable thing to watch, and what I would not want to happen, as bad as it may sound, is that that's the approach that we decide to take when we're engaging with police, because it may not turn out that
like
way.
Roland is saying,
that.
though, and I want us all to understand, is that this is not even her response was not a planned response.
Right.
It was based on
Oh, it's a visceral
issues
response. Yeah, absolutely.
about
That's right.
Sandra being murdered, about Michael Brown being murdered, about Tamir Rice being murdered, about Amadou Diallo being murdered. This woman has all that going on in her mind. She called him a white police or something along those lines because that's how she saw him as a murderous predator. So it's difficult to sit in the presence of a murderous predator and have cognitive clarity and absolute calm when she said she was scared.
Yeah, but the thing is that our life depends on it, though.
But like Cleo said, I mean, we're in the 100th anniversary of Red Summer. This is 1919 Chicago, D.C. Many of the race wars that took place in this country 100 years ago this summer were precipitated by incidents where black people decided, that's it. And like you said, it's not planned. It's a moment when you say, as Claude McKay wrote in his famous poem,
McKay.
"We Must Die." If we must die, let us nobly die.
Come on.
In other words, you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
So I'm saying to myself, as a man raised in the South, whose father had that same talk, I'm saying my impulse would have been, let me just get out of this alive. But I might have looked in his face at that moment and said, this is it, brother.
Now,
And at
see,
this point, I'm going to end you. This is the thing.
Here's why. First of all, I want to play. I think we have it right here. So press play. Let's see it.
Period.
When I get called,
I don't care what you got.
Hey, I don't
I
care.
don't care what you got. Cause guess
don't
what?
care.
If I had just came in the house and smoking a cigarette, this door would have been closed and your ass would have had to knock. You do not fucking come in my house without my permission. With your white ass, and I'm black, and I'm scared of you. So guess I don't care.
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
That's
I don't want to hear it.
That's why you're screaming.
I don't want. I'm screaming because
You're so
I'm
afraid of me.
I'm screaming because you're in my space. This is my home. This is where my kids live. How I know you wasn't coming up here with a fucking gun? Black people killer? How do I know that? I don't. So guess what? I'm aggressive. I'm being hostile, like you guys call us, because you done came up in my home. Go get my leash from downstairs now. Like I don't know my rights. Stop playing. You got the wrong black girl on the right day, baby. What do you want? What do you want?
There's no problem.
What did I say?
There's no problem.
I got this. I got this one.
No, you
What do
don't
you
this.
have? What do you want?
You guys can just walk out because there's no problem here.
What do you want?
That man is the intelligent one in this house.
What do you want? Guess what? You about to walk out my home,
back.
though, because I know my
Come
mom.
back. He said that man is the intelligent one in this house.
Now, see, all I can say is that might have been enough of a trigger for any one of us to say, oh, it's about that? And then maybe he jumps on the other side. And maybe instead of this Survivor video, and I agree with you, Cleo, had it not been filmed, this may have come out differently. Maybe we're talking about a race war in my...
Or her getting thrown down, handcuffed, or whatever the hell.
see-
You name it. Now, hold up. I did find this video, so go to my iPad, please. This was a New Jersey woman. This took place. So go ahead and do this here.
Okay, fine. I'm here.
You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them. And what is the reason they were pulled over?
The driver has all the information. He'll tell you.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
That is my business card. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers. Okay? So, if there's a problem, I think I have...
There's no problem.
Well, I think there's a
It's
problem.
an unregistered vehicle.
Okay, let's hear, why were they pulled over, first of all?
Miss.
Now, don't call me miss, I'm commissioner. Thank you. This is impacting me because
Why?
I got 4 people who are coming back to my house, including people who live in New Haven attending Yale Graduate School, a PhD student.
It's more of the way you just approach
Okay, now, first of all, that woman resigned. But here's the deal, okay? I remember when a friend of mine got pulled over, and she was following me, and then I'm like, where was she? Then when I circled, I came back, and the officer said, you can't come near this scene, okay? I had to like move back. This woman rolls up on a scene where she wasn't pulled over. I can tell you right now, if you black, that's not how that's going down. Filtered, be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.